Jamie, what encouragement would you give someone who is just terrified to share their story of their salvation?
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are in that camp, and I get it. I mean, I've not shared a ton with Scottsdale Bible as much, but I've been gripped by fear in areas of my life in the past, and if anybody understands fear, I feel like I do. And so when it comes to sharing our faith, boy, I understand how it can be so incredibly fearful. One of the things I'm thankful for is in the early days of me being a Christian, I had some key influences on my life that were helpful to me. One of them was that for 4 years in college, I was involved with Campus Crusade for Christ. I was a brand new believer. Campus Crusade is known for being rather assertive in their evangelistic style, and we used to go down to these beach projects in Daytona Beach and share our faith with people right kind of cold turkey around the beach. And I remember at one point I was just terrified to do that and feeling very apprehensive, and the speaker gave us a little phrase that was forever helpful for me. He said, "Confrontation breeds confidence." Confrontation breeds confidence. And I've applied that one over the years to so many different scenarios. The fact that if we confront our fears, if we move forward in the face of them anyways, which is the definition of courage, by the way, moving forward in the face of your fears anyway, then I find that breeds a confidence over time. I was terrified to speak in public. The very first time I was called to preach, and I thought, how can I be called to preach when I'm terrified to speak in public? And for 4 or 5 years, I was afraid every time I stood up to speak. Now, confrontation has bred confidence. And so my encouragement to you is to take the 5 things that we talked about today in our message of clarity and sharing your experience and of allowing God to run the show, not you, and don't feel like you have to do everything right and allow it to be a process. Take those 5 things and apply them with confrontation breeding confidence, and you will find that over time you will relax, be more relational, and it will feel like old hat after a while.
Thank you, Jamie.